Get in Position was actually founded, or we started Get in Position in 2021. It was divinely inspired. We were in the middle of the pandemic, and pretty much the entire world was in isolation. And the only way we could make contact with one another or see one another was virtually online. A lot of people did Zoom. I know a lot of corporations went to Teams and so on and so forth. One of the things that I thought about while we were here, just at home, not going anywhere, I knew a lot of people with some extraordinary stories. And they did some amazing things, and I couldn't believe. I was like, yo, I know these people. I actually know these people. Either I grew up with them or we met somewhere. And I was like, wow, they're doing some amazing things. And also, too, I had a production company. And I was first a photographer. Then I went into video, did a little television, live television as well. And I love movies. And one of my favorite genres in film are documentaries. I can sit and watch documentaries all day long because these individuals are, either they're artists, celebrities, or whatever they do. They're regular people just like you and me, but they just have some amazing stories. They went through trials, tribulations, struggles, and they kept with it. And because I love music. I love listening to old school music. And one of the things I used to watch, and I'm not sure if they're bringing it back, but Unsung. I used to watch Unsung all the time, and they were like little mini documentaries. I used to love watching those, and the backstories of how people came up, their fall. And I think that's why they're very, very popular, like the biopics that we see a lot of today, so we can get the history of people. But in all actuality, everyone has a story, even myself. So I thought it was a great idea to contact my friends to see if they was interested in telling their story and being very transparent. So what I did was prayed about it, of course, and God just kept giving it to me. And we came up with this thing that they would get in position. How did they get in position to do what it is that they're doing today? Just interesting stories. And also, too, I wanted to, while we were in those times of the pandemic, a lot of people, depression, also, too, individuals were being laid off because their companies were going out of business due to the pandemic. And they were trying to decide what are we going to do? What am I going to do next? And I said, maybe it would be inspiring and encouraging to the people out there because all we had was social media. Social media was strong. We find out our news. We figure out what's going on with each other. It was a support system, so on and so forth. And I was like, hey, let's tell some stories. So I called some of my friends, and they agreed to be on the live stream podcast, I guess, if you will. And I tell you some amazing stories. Even to this day, I go back and watch, and I might put some of those links, if you missed it, some of those links to those interviews in this post. So that's where Get in Position really started. And who would think that this year I would be getting in position to tell my story coming up on the 27th of February. So I hope people tune in to that, because there was a lot of things that I had to do going through my journey, my 23-year journey of being CKD, chronic kidney disease patient, and a dialysis patient, and then finally getting a transplant. Now it's time for me to get in position to tell and share my story with the world, and especially those who are still going through those things as far as dialysis, kidney failure, and so on and so forth. So I really do hope that my story would encourage and inspire those individuals to keep pushing, keep fighting, and also to get in position themselves to get healthy. So that's what I hope will come from it. Yeah.